Alright guys, so the problem we have today is to choose the most qualified person who has volunteered from our school to meet with the foreign president. Alright, we have many people to choose from. We have Ling Cho, who's a valedictorian and good grades, but not much else. We've got Cameron Solis, who's captain of the drill team and a great person, but she's not a great student. We have Jada Williams, who's great at art, but she's not all that shy. Bahir Haddad, who is a good senior, who's got okay grades and he's active in debate, but he's got discipline issues. And Jacob Jones, who's kind of a gangster type, but he is good at heart, I suppose. So let's first define the problem. Our problem is clearly that we need to choose a student who represents America as a whole. But what are the criteria we're going to be using to define who is the best, most average American high school student? Art, would you like to contribute your views?
Well, I guess in order to find the most average high school student, we shouldn't pick from either end. For example, we have students with really high grades, really good extracurriculars, but that's not representative of the average American student.
Good, good. What specific criteria can we use to analyze this problem? Stephanie, how would we determine an average high school student? Three factors.
Look at the average of their grades. An A plus a C averages into a B.
Okay, that's good. And we can also look at their extracurriculars and behavior to see whether they'd impress a foreign president, correct? All right, good. Now let's analyze the problem. So we have to look towards seeing who this president would want based on these criteria. All right, seeing as we've established the criteria, now we should analyze the problem. So when it comes to analyzing the problem, we want someone who is suitable for a foreign president based on this. So now let's find possible solutions. What are the top two names that you guys believe that we should submit for this?
Well, we need to analyze
right?
what exactly the foreign nation wants in a student.
All right, this foreign leader comes from a conservative country, so obviously he wants to be impressed, and the State Department wants us to impress him.
So if we are trying to impress him, why are we trying to find the most mediocre of everyone?
We don't want a mediocre student.
So if we're trying to impress him, then obviously he wouldn't be impressed by, say, gang traits, right?
Right.
So
he's off the list.
Right. But are we looking at this on like a holistic basis? Like, would a foreign ambassador want someone who's good at drill team or someone who is sort of an intellectual that he could possibly have a conversation with?
An intellectual, and I think that would nominate Bahir Haddad, who is not only a good student, but he's also good at debate.
But also,
but doesn't he have discipline issues?
Yes, but if we can keep that quiet during the visit, I think that will.
Alright, so if we're trying to nominate an intellectual, then I think we can all agree that Ling Cho is the clear choice. Right, so we're going to send Ling Cho for sure, right?
Alright.
But now who else are we going to send? So Peter, if we're not going to nominate Bahir Haddad, who else are we going to nominate?
We should
other
nominate
than Ling Cho?
I am saying Ling Cho. I do not
Move forward with Bahir Haddad and Ling Cho. Now let's look to the next step. We need to evaluate each solution and select the best one. So I think we've selected the criteria. With Ling Cho, we've got great academics and nothing else, but with Bahir Haddad, we've got a very intellectual person who's good at speaking, and if we can rein in his temper issues, that's
if he chooses really severe temper issues, then he might bomb the conversation, you might even say.
So between Ling Cho and Bahir Haddad, who would each of you vote for? Raise your hand for Ling Cho.
Ling Cho.
Ling Cho clearly has the majority, and based on the principles of democracy, let's nominate her. Okay, how are we going to carry out the solution? What should we tell Ling Cho to say to the president?
She gets shot for academics by reciting calculus formulas.
Alright, that's a good idea. We show math skills, and he'll be impressed with her academics. Even if he isn't exactly representative, she's still average enough in that she represents America's desire for better grades and therefore a better future for others. So, given this assignment, we clearly see from this democratic process that Ling Cho is the person we should send onward to meet with the president. All in agreement?
Here.
Perfect.